E daí, rapaziada, beleza? Estamos aí iniciando o terceiro episódio da nossa série aí no Red Dead Redemption. E vamos lá dar seguimento às nossas missões aí, nossas tarefas pra fazer, tá bom? Tá vindo aqui ver qual é que vai ser a nossa próxima missão. E aí, o que vocês estão achando da série? Estão gostando? Estão gostando?
Ah, Mr. Marston, how are you?
Good, Miss McFarland. How are you?
I'm well. Would you mind riding with me to Armadillo? I've got to get some supplies and I could do with the company.
Of course.
You can take the reins. It wouldn't do for a terrifying bounty hunter such as yourself to be seen driven around by a woman. Hop on up, Mr. Marston.
Bora lá. Como é que sobe? Ué, aqui na frente.
Is there a problem, Mr. Marston? Can we get going? You're looking much better, considering you were almost buzzard food a couple days ago.
I have you to thank for that, miss.
So do tell me, have you needlessly risked your life since we last spoke?
No, miss, I have not.
Well, that's a relief. Perhaps there's hope for you yet.
I wouldn't bet on it.
Oh, there's always hope, Mr. Marston. You can't be a rancher in this kind of country if you don't believe that.
An admirable attitude, miss.
I suppose so. I can't think of any other way to stay sane, to be frank. What about you? Have you ever given up hope altogether?
Hope hasn't really entered into it. It's not really something I think about.
A peculiar outlook. I can't really say I understand you.
I can't always say I do either.
Oh, don't be so deliberately enigmatic.
I'm not.
Ó um Bambi ali do lado.
Yes, you are. You are being deliberately obscure as a substitute for having
Esse mapa aqui é enorme, cara.
I just know there are two theories to arguing with women, and
Vou
neither
podar.
one works.
I'm not even going to dignify that gibberish with a response.
Tem um canyon aqui embaixo. Até explorar todo esse mapa aí, mas é alguma hora do jogo, cara. Daí, o que vocês estão achando da série? O tamanho dos vídeos? E deve continuar nessa forma que eu tô fazendo? E... Ou talvez fazer... Olha só. Fazer os vídeos mais curtos ou manter dessa forma. Vocês têm que comentar aí, ver o que vocês estão achando, tá bom?
I appreciate your concern for us lesser mortals, Miss McFarland. I really do. And if there was any other way out, I'd take it. I can assure you of that.
Ai, ai. A minha viagem longa até ali.
You never did tell me where you live.
I have a small holding up in Great Plains.
A farmer? Yeah, and I'm the Queen of England. And at what point during your day of hunting down outlaws do you find time to raise chickens?
Only been at it 3 years or so. I guess I'm kind of new to it.
You're telling me? So who's looking after this farm of yours right now?
Uncle. Well, he's not my uncle, as far as I know. Just an old dog who's as lazy as a lizard on a hot day. Kind of fella laboring under the delusion that age brings wisdom.
Sounds like the perfect person to leave in charge of your entire livelihood.
We go way back, and I didn't have a lot of choice.
I'd be getting back there if I was you.
That's what I'm trying to do, miss.
Chegamos no destino.
So this is Armadillo. Manhattan it is not, but it does okay for us. Most important thing for you
Carroça da Dourada Quadrada ainda.
First one's on me.
Thank you, miss. I'll pay you back.
I'm sure you shall. The doc's a good fellow. He saved your life, so be polite to him. Meet me in front of the general store when you're done.
Bora lá. Tem o consultório médico, tem uma consultinha.
How would Armadillo get by without me?
How are you, mister?
I got stock of them electric belts if you need to lose weight.
Acabou. Tabaco de mascar, maçã. Vou comprar esse também.
Trouble, let me know.
Comprar uma maçã também. Isso aí.
That should do it.
Tabaco de mascar.
You speaking the truth now?
Well, thanks for driving me. It was nice to be able to enjoy the view for once, and a little company never hurts now and again.
You're more than welcome, miss. Least I can do. Thank you for the medicine.
Why don't you have a look around Armadillo? You can always take a stagecoach back to the ranch later.
I might just do that. Travel safely, miss.
Try not to get yourself shot. I won't be around to
Vai me
save
deixar
you
pra
this
trás.
time.
Carga e descarga atrás da estação de carga. Bora lá. Agora você tem que comprar ou alugar propriedades marcadas com azul.
You right, son of a bitch! Help! Someone!
That's no way to treat a woman.
Ô, louco. Vou puxar meu revolvão também.
Someone don't like me much.
Suppose not all men are bad. I won't forget what you did here.
Don't mention it, miss.
Boas ações. Ué, de novo?
There is nobody here who's better than me.
Vamos lá ver se a gente consegue alugar uma casa.
Excuse me.
Parece que tem uma por aqui. Acho que é lá em cima. É ali em cima. Deixa eu achar como é que sobe ali. Se tem alguma escadaria, alguma coisa por aqui. Opa.
Look where you're going.
Comprar por $50. Olha, agora tem um quarto de novo. De porta pro bordel. Muito bom. Vamos ver se tem alguma missão pra fazer aqui. Aqui não, aqui. Vamos ver.
Watch yourself,
Só no
man.
jornal à venda depois. Ah, beleza. Vamos pegar a carruagem e vamos voltar pra lá então.
Now why walk when you can ride, mister? Where we heading, mister?
Rancho McFlyer. Vamos pular o destino.
Wake me if there's any trouble, partner.
Aí, ó, estamos de volta. Isso aí. Cavalo de guerra. Vamos fazer essa próxima missão aqui.
Mr. Marston, I've been hearing about your plans.
Have you, Miss McFarland?
Yes, from Lee Johnson. To settle here and build a life for yourself.
I'm afraid those aren't my plans. See, I already have a life. Well, I had one, and I'm trying to reclaim it. Or maybe what you could say is I had two, and I'm trying to end one of them so the other can survive.
You do so love to talk in riddles, Mr. Marston. Do you do that, I wonder, as a substitute for having anything interesting to say?
Probably, Miss McFarland.
Oh, call me Bonnie, you fool. Call me Bonnie.
Miss McFarland, I'm married. I have a son. I had a daughter, but she died. Years before that, I rode in a gang. We robbed banks, trains, held people ransom. We killed people we didn't like. Bill Williamson was in that gang. Now, if I don't capture my former brother in arms, great harm will befall my family. Now, I don't suppose any of this is very interesting to you, but I hope it explains why I wasn't so eager to talk about it.
No, I do understand. I had no idea. You poor man.
Even in this new country, memories don't really fade. My father was an illiterate Scot born on the boat into New York. He never saw his homeland, but to hear him talk about it, you'd imagine he only ever ate haggis and wore a kilt. And he hated the English for what they had done to his great-grandparents that he'd never met. People don't forget. Nothing gets forgiven.
That's true. Especially when it comes to money. And you know, even now, after all his labors, my father's debts are still terrible. I worry every day about us losing the ranch. It would kill him.
My father died when I was 8 years old. His eyes were, well, let's just say he was blinded in a bar fight south of Chicago. My mother died during childbirth. She was a prostitute and he was her, well, I don't know what he was. So I was sent off to an orphanage and ran away and fell in with a gang.
My word. What a difficult life you've lived.
The leader of the gang taught me how to read. Taught me how to see all that was good in the world. He was a great man in a way.
But you killed people.
Sure. And I've suffered for it. And that's the life I left. I tried to leave. Said too much, Bonnie. I'm an uneducated killer, sent here to do all I can do well. Kill a man in cold blood so that another man may do his part to cut crime in an area, and a rich man can be elected governor on the back of these promises.
Civilization is a truly beautiful thing, Mr. Marston. Listen, can you help me?
Well, I can try. What do you need, money?
No, nothing so complicated. I need an extra hand to take out the herd to pasture.
Sure. Point me in the right direction.
Monte no seu cavalo.
All right, let's head over to the cow pen. It's about time a budding farmer
Tá
such
na hora
as
do
yourself
fazendeiro não
learned
vai
how to
conversar
herd cattle.
com o gado. Bora lá.
Come on.
Thank you for telling me all that back there. It must have been hard for you.
Hope you understand now why I've been playing my cards somewhat close to my chest.
I didn't know you had a wife and child. Then again, I don't think I ever asked. They're lucky to have a man like you.
I ain't so sure about that, but thank you.
Hey there. How are you today?
Come on.
Easy now.
Yeah.
Good job, Mr. Marston. That's it. He's got it.
Drive them down the road, Mr. Marston. Whoa.
Come on.
Vai conduzir as vacas.
Get right at them. Drive it this way.
Bora, vaquinha.
Come.
Achei que era mais fácil controlar o gado.
Seal it down. Keep going, Mr. Marston.
Yeah. Go.
Sweep back and forth behind them. Keep them nice and tight. I'll handle the stragglers.
Move,
You
let's
stay
go.
with the main herd.
Opa!
Whoa there.
Let's go. Get going. Come on. Move it up. Get a move on.
Bora. Até que não foi tão difícil.
You're not bad with the herd. Ranching might be your true calling, Mr. Marston. Either that or you were a cow in a past life.
Thank you, Miss McFarland.
I'll see you later. I have work to do back at the ranch.
Aí, ó. Isso aí. Então, gurizada, eu acho que vai ser isso o vídeo de hoje. Eu não vou me alongar muito, porque...
Let's go.
do vídeo, tá bom? Eu vou tentar manter uma média de vídeos assim de 20, 25, no máximo 30 minutos aí, tá bom? Desde já eu agradeço aí a quem conseguiu assistir até o final aí, tá bom? Espero que vocês me ajudem aí com um like, uma inscrição, tá bom? Dando algumas dicas, algumas outras formas que eu posso estar melhorando. Eu tô ainda me adaptando aí, como gravar os vídeos e coisas. Tentando melhorar na qualidade do vídeo, qualidade de áudio. Tentando fazer alguma edição, alguma coisa assim, tá bom? Quem puder estar me ajudando com dicas aí, eu já desço. Ficou até o final.